I love this video here from Patriot Takes. Conservative host Grant Stinchfield, great name, believes Southwest Airlines, quote, flight cancellations were caused by the company going woke. Yes, the wet blanket of wokeness that we throw over everything. That's what, blame that. Okay, let's listen to his comments.
So I told you my prediction is that Southwest Airlines was a victim of a cyber hack. I still believe that could be true. Let's go through the facts here. Southwest said that it was a winter storm, and then they changed their story to an old, antiquated system, and they couldn't keep track of their crews because of that outdated software and all of the IT stuff. Here's the thing. Because it's outdated, that makes it vulnerable to a cyber hack. What do criminals do? What do terrorists do? They exploit vulnerability. Add into this why Southwest had outdated systems. Because they've gone woke. Go woke, go broke.
Right. So they didn't have an old, antiquated system because they're capitalists and they care first and foremost about profit. And the path of least resistance and the path to more profit is to keep the system the same and just, milk every fucking penny out of it. No, it's not because of that. It's not Occam's razor. It's not they prioritize profit over everything else, and so the system's old, and, they were warned about it, but they didn't do shit because it would cost money and take time and effort to change. It's not that. It's that they went woke? What?
The corporate website of Southwest, and you'll see diversity, inclusion, equity. You'll talk about sustainability. You'll talk about environmental issues, all on Southwest's website.
Yeah. Why do you think corporations do that? Why do you think Southwest did that? Why? Why do you think they do that? We know why. The answer is very simple. Because corporations have deduced that on social issues, they should lean left. Why? Because they want to appeal to the majority of people. So, for example, why would a corporation ever go, like, say, anti-Muslim when there's, 1.6 billion Muslims in the world? Muslims have money too. And corporations want their money too, right? Do corporations want to put a middle finger up to what percentage of the population are black people? Like 15%, something like that? Do corporations want to put a middle finger up to 15% of the population? Do they want to put a middle finger up to, 51% of the population? Women, roughly thereabouts? Do they want to put their middle finger up to whatever percentage of the population is LGBTQ? No, they have money too. They want their money too. And so they're going to be as inclusive as possible. So on social issues, yes, corporations lean to the left because that's how they figure they'll make more money. Now, on economic issues, it's quite the opposite. They're as conservative as possible because they put profit first and foremost. They are deeply conservative when it comes to making their money, when it comes to capitalism. And actually, they're more corporatist than capitalist because corporatism includes subsidies from the government to the corporation. So they'll take money from anywhere, whether it's the government on the free market or wherever. They just want money, 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 money. This analysis is so idiotic. And this is what happens when you're an ideologue, you're on the far right, and you're like one of those fucking dolls where you pull the drawstring and they say the same shit over and over. Wokeness bad. Wokeness bad. Wow, brilliant fucking commentary. Wow. We got the 712th rant this week of going after some college kid with purple hair and a septum ring. Congrats, you're so brave. You're really punching up going after them, aren't you?
Southwest was concentrating more on pandering to the woke crowd than they were on helping customers, than they were on serving customers. The bottom line is provide a good service, serve your customers, and get people from one state to the other. That's what Southwest should be focused on, not wokeism. But for the last 10 years or more, Southwest has been focused on wokeism and not hiring real good programmers and IT professionals. That's what they should have been doing.
This is just fucking idiotic. This is just the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life. The problem here is capitalism. That's the problem. The problem is they cared about making as much money as quickly as possible. And so whatever, stick with the old antiquated system. It's worked to this point. Don't change anything. Keep it going on that front. And oh, would you look at that? All of a sudden, you have a massive winter storm. You have a bunch of pilots and flight attendants getting sick because of what's called the triple-demic, the 3 pandemics in one. And you have the system breaking down because of the massive influx in customers, and so everything goes to shit. They have to cancel over 2,000 flights, and this idiot's reaction is, bro, the woke mob again, bro. I blame everything on the woke mob ever, bro. These people, there's not a single issue they won't invoke this response to. Like, everything they blame this on. You can bring up anything. Bring up, like, the issue of the war in Ukraine. Peterson brought up wokeness on that front. Jordan, I'm not kidding. He did a whole video on this. Jordan Peterson basically argued that, like, well, Putin, yeah, he invaded Ukraine, but what do you expect when the world's gone so woke and he sees that in the West, like, trans people are around and stuff? Like, he needed to fight back against that evil, bro. They will invoke wokeness on any fucking issue. If you just talk about raising the minimum wage, you say, I'm in favor of that. They go, fucking woke mob, bro. They never have to define their terms. They don't have to say anything. It's just, here's the boogeyman word. Here's the thing that gets all of my idiot followers to drool and have a Pavlovian response and clap like a seal. So it's a woke mob, bro. Everything's the woke mob. The woke mob is behind everything bad ever. It's so sad. Like, there's zero intellectual curiosity here. It's just square peg, round hole, fucking all day. Oh, fucking get it in there. Woke mob bad, bro. Congrats. Brilliant thought. Is there anybody who doesn't see through this? Even if you're somebody who is a critic of quote-unquote wokeness, whatever your definition of wokeness is, and by the way, I have been critical of what I would call the authoritarian tendency of some people on the left to want to shut down speakers and whatnot. So in a sense, I'm critical of quote-unquote wokeness, but that is one issue that you invoke in certain instances where it makes sense, not something you throw out there for stuff like flight cancellations from Southwest. What the fuck are we talking about here? Anyway, pathetic, and that's all there is to say about it. All right, guys, that's the show. I love y'all very much. Thank you for listening to me babble on a daily basis. I truly appreciate it. Much love to you. Do me a favor, click that like button, click that subscribe button, click that little bell icon so you get a notification every single time a video drops. It's the most efficient way to be sub to the show. We're trying to get to 1 million subs, baby. We're trying. We're climbing. It's taking a while, but we're climbing. Really appreciate your support. If you watch the channel and you haven't subbed yet, what are you doing with your life? Just click that sub button. Makes my day. Costs you nothing. Might as well do it. And of course, a massive, gigantic thank you to everybody who supports this show on Patreon. You guys make it work. Link in the video description box below. Very proud. I've never had a conversation with an advertiser doing this over a decade. You guys make that possible. Also, a massive shout out to the people who support Crystal, Kyle, and friends. You guys are awesome too. People pay $5 a month and they get the video of the interviews and they get them a day early. Everybody else can sign up for free on Substack and get the audio version a day later on Saturdays. Again, this week I think we have Will Menaker. I'm sorry, we have Will Menaker coming on from Chapo Trap House. I love Chapo. Chapo's awesome. All right, guys, I'll talk to you soon. Everybody enjoy the rest of your day. Peace. If you want to see me and Crystal Ball interview legends like Noam Chomsky, Cornel West, and more, subscribe to Crystal, Kyle, and Friends on Substack. $5 a month gets you the video version a day early. Remember, we take 0 ad dollars for this podcast. Or you can sign up on Substack for free and get the audio version a day later. Link in the video description box below.